welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We are live talking NFL Week 7. We're going to break down the slate going from Sunday to Monday. And of course, we're going to recap Thursday. Bengals getting the huge upset over the Steelers and Cincinnati. But as always, go down, like, and subscribe. Comment what you thought on Thursday Night Football and comment some of your locks throughout the week. I'm Paul Pickle Winham. I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's your boy Kev Waterboy, support, aka the Don PYE, also known as the Real Son of the Screen. But upset. What you mean? You got Hollywood jumping, jolting, famous, Johnny Football, Joe Flacco. What you mean?
Big Joe. They call it
Prime
the
time?
Unk Bowl. They call it the Unk Bowl, which I think is hilarious.
Oh, that shit was fucking great. But the 41 years old or 40 years old, whatever one he is.
I think
But
one's 40 and one's 41. I just don't know who's older.
bro, you know who looked the oldest on the field? Them corners, Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slade. Those the niggas that look fucking 40. Aaron Rodgers and fucking Joe Flacco was on their shit this game. That game was fun as fuck to watch.
It really was. And throughout the whole game, the Bengals were kind of in the driver's seat. And it was kind of like Rodgers and them were itching back. And then Rodgers goes up by 1, 31-30. And you think, oh, this is the one stop. The Steelers just need one stop. You know they're passing it. Get out there, get the best pass rushers out there. These boys are averaging like 5 sacks a game. Fucking
Mm-mm.
TJ Watt non-existent, defense non-existent. Jamar
T.
Chase is the
Higgins.
most open man I think I've ever seen, bro. His little out routes for 10 yards were just unsighted. His out route after out route after out route, and then all of a sudden he cuts into the middle, goes for like 25. I was like, bro, him and T. Higgins. T. Higgins is smart as fuck doing the slide. Low key costed my boss. My boss had like a parlay for 10 bands on like a $20 one, and it was the only thing that didn't hit was T. Higgins over 99 yards, and he had 96, and he slid. And yeah, it was a rough day today. Whenever I was talking to her,
That's
but
crazy. I had him on fantasy. I was hurt that the nigga didn't give me another touchdown. But damn.
10 bansies. That's a different. That's a different Friday night feeling, bro, or
And
Saturday
there,
night feeling.
and there's a couple balls he dropped. Like it's not even just a slide. Like, damn, that's the 3 yards, nigga.
Well, I've come to the conclusion Joe Flacco is just the king of the AFC North. I don't give a fuck what anybody
Facts.
says.
Whoa, King. King.
The ruler, the fucking
The
Donna.
warden of the North. Boy, that boy Joe Flacco is him, kid. Every game, every year he has one game. And this shit, I don't want to glaze because Aaron Rodgers also did his thing, threw a couple picks, but did his thing. But did
Picks
what he
were
needed to
kind of
do.
nasty. The picks were like one
Yeah,
guy, like they just completely ripped the ball out of the receiver's hand.
bully T. Higgins. Bully T. Higgins, bro. I was like, yo, bro, that's probably one that could have got your boss the fucking bread. Like bully T. Higgins out the ball and stayed in bounds. I was feeling crazy. And then Jamar, like you said, Jamar Chase was in his bag. 19 targets, bro.
It's
There,
16
there,
catches.
bro, you know how he says, hey, bro, I'm always open. Like now I'm looking at Joe Burrow like, come on, bro. The man always open. But this was a great game, and I actually got into an argument because and it was started by you technically, Paul, because you was like your Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slade as your corners in 2025. It was kind of crazy. And this is early into the game before like Joe Flacco starts eating and shit like that. And I said that shit out loud, and niggas were coming at me like I said this shit. I was like, niggas in the chat said that shit.
But they are
Hey,
44 and 49 years old. I don't know what the fuck is expecting out of them two geezers.
no way they're that old.
They ain't that old, but I'm at
That's
play.
how they
They
moving.
look like they were.
That's how they moving though. But like after that, niggas started coming at the Falcons, and I'm like, I'm the number one defense. What are you talking about? And like niggas
Particularly
was like,
pass defense. They only allow like 150 yards. It's only crazy.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Niggas talking about, nah, man, I'd rather take Jalen Ramsey, Joey Porter, motherfucking blah 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 over what I'm like, are you stupid? And then I almost got into a whole nother argument. But like nigga had a point, like I guess, and then he's telling me the 6 week sample size wasn't enough, and I was just like, nah, y'all got it, bro. I'm confused. I'm lost because this shit is going all over the place. But there's no, you started the whole entire argument, Paul.
Sometimes I do that. But Bengals get the
Yeah.
good win at home. Season's still alive. They're 3-4. Like the season not over with. And if Joe Flacco can lead the Super Bowl, I mean the Ravens to a Super Bowl, the Browns to a playoffs, and if he can lead the Bengals to a playoffs, bro, and he did that shit, like just doing three different teams in the same division, kind of fire.
What another note?
Then Sunday night, not Sunday night, but Sunday early game football. London, the Jags are technically at home, and everyone, if you know, you know, the Jags fucking should stay in London, but they're 3.5 point dogs at home technically, with the Rams coming into town. No Puka Nacua.
Oh,
Puka is hurt, so he's out for the game. I honestly, I like a lot of like betting things. I took the Rams, not money, like not putting physical money on, but like I have my little picks I do on certain things. I took the Rams, but like now that I'm like sitting here, and I thought about it a little bit more. I it's a London game, and I never pick against the fucking Jaguars in London. And it's not like there's any. This is a different team. It's a new coach. Oh, don't get me wrong, but like the pieces are still the same for like the last 4 to 5 years. So they know what it takes to win over there. I'm locking in the Jaguars here as a home dog in London.
yeah. Home dogs, we love them. I don't think we've gotten a chance to pick a lot this season. So it's cool that we get to pick one internationally. And it really feels like a home game thrill. And that's the funny thing about it. So I'm also taking the Jags as the home dog, but I trust this defense to make this game ugly, sloppy. Even if the Rams had Puka, it was still going to be a dogfight. So unless this Rams defense pass rush can really get Trevor Lawrence looking stupid and have bad timing with his receivers, which hasn't where the connections haven't been too gravy, I see the Jags winning this game.
And then kicking off our 1 o'clock games here. Browns 2.5 point favorites at home with the Dolphins coming into town. It's going to be a rainy, ugly game. So it should be a lot of running, probably Achane versus Judkins on the running back sides of things. But the Browns are favorites at home here. One of the better defenses. You know who I'm picking. I'm taking the Dolphins here, but it is an all-time low. Jalen Waddle's being talked about getting traded to the Giants. Achane talked about getting traded to the Seahawks. Waddle took Miami Dolphins out of his bio. Tua basically apologized for his comments, and now he's getting shunned by the team. We did the calculations. You can buy 17,400,000 in some Big Mac meals for the amount of money Tua costs, but at least 700 million Big Mac meals feed people and fucking make people happy.
That's actually crazy. Whoever did that math is insane. And Big Mac's only $8 right now.
Yeah,
Big
they
Mac
said
meals
the meal's
$8.
$12, makes people happy, can't throw the football, has no football IQ. Tua, 212 million, can't throw a football, has no football IQ, makes people mad. So at least you can be happy with a Big Mac.
Yo, Miami, bro. You know what you got to do.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. So if you want to jump on the bandwagon, come on. But if you take the Browns here, I'm honestly not shocked.
Dylan Gabriel,
A
first win,
rookie,
first win. I ain't gonna lie to you. They might fire Mike McDaniels on site with this one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
he ain't coming
But
back after this weekend.
yeah, I've heard like a lot of like slander from Mike McDaniels, and I just be quiet. I don't say nothing. But this might be the game where they're like, yeah, boy, yeah, just stay where you was at. You just let these niggas look like an all-star. Tell me, how do y'all overcome this Browns
I'm
defense?
picking it because that's my team. But as an analyst, I think the Browns are going to beat us. Our defense can't stop anybody. So no matter how bad you think Dylan Gabriel is and the offensive, our defense is going to let the Browns look good. And then offensively, we just have to hope Tua doesn't turn over the ball. Tua turn the ball over.
I bet. So your defense is ranked 30th overall,
Yeah.
32nd in rushing,
Yep. Quinton
20th in
Junkins is gonna
passing,
fucking kill us.
and 29th in scoring. While the Browns offense is ranked 27th in rushing, 27th overall, 28th in rushing, 26th in passing, 32 in scoring. But your offense is ranked 26 overall, 27 rushing, 21 passing, and 19th in scoring. But the Browns defense is ranked third overall, rushing three, passing seventh, and scoring tied for 21st. Interesting. Whoop, Paul.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm not a Dolphins fan, I'm picking the. I think the Browns are probably easy money here because their Dolphins are not. The Dolphins aren't stopping anybody on defense.
Damn, kid. I mean, they Njoku didn't practice on is declared out after not practicing all week, bro. So you know what I'm saying? They low on weapons.
Pick the Dolphins if you want.
Let me see. What did the Dolphins score? Low key, the matchup and predictors they calling Dolphins. Who's
I
the who's
believe it.
the who's the favorite?
The Browns. They're 2.5 point favorites.
So the Dolphins coming in as dogs. Let me see. Y'all scored 27 against the Chargers, 24 against the Panthers, 21 against the Jets. So, dang, none of these have good defenses. This is about to be the best defense y'all played all season. Dang, I got the Browns. I wanted to pick the Dolphins. I'm not gonna lie to you, because
There's nothing going for it. That's what I'm like. If you their defense is gonna shut us down, and our defense is gonna let the Browns look like a decent normal football team. The final score of this game will most likely be 24 to like 20. The Browns win.
dang, in the first game y'all played the Colts, who actually have a decent defense, and y'all scored 8.
But two
Damn.
also had two or three turnovers that game.
Oh, yo, we play y'all next week.
Yeah, and then you'll play the Bucks
Hey,
after that. I think. But keeping it pushing. Can't stay on this game too long. We got the Chiefs playing the Raiders. They're 11.5 point favorite. I think the Raiders actually are going to keep this game a lot closer than 11 and a half. But I don't think they're going to beat the Chiefs whatsoever. Xavier Worthy has been shown to be the difference maker, but this is looking like old Chiefs games where the Chiefs are getting crazy big spreads and they do not cover.
This nigga said, yo, I like it to be close. I like them to keep it close to 11 and a half. I was like, close? The Raiders keep it close. It's crazy. Man, once you know that, I didn't know. But close to 11 and a half is insane. I mean, Brock Bowers is questionable. He's looking like he's about to trend to his third game in a row out. Ashton Genty's kind of the only saving grace right now. So I got the Chiefs, who looks like they figured it out after a slugfest with the Giants, and then beating the fuck out the what is it, Ravens?
Yeah, they beat.
Yeah,
No, and it is beat. They're coming off the big win on the Lions last week.
yeah. Smash the Lions. Oh, that's the game. Smash the Lions. Defense locked in.
Then we got.
Still,
Oh, my bad.
no, no, I got the Chiefs.
Then we got the Vrabel game where the Titans are 6.5 point dogs. New head coach. I don't even know who the interim head coach is, but they're coming off the firing just can't firing their coach here, Callahan. Mike Vrabel returned to Tennessee. 6.5 point favorites here. This is my survivor pick for the week. Personally, here I think this is no better smash week. And the Tennessee came out and said they're not going to play no tribute anything for Vrabel, which is just kind of crazy because he was holding it down whenever the GM traded away Derrick Henry, the GM traded away AJ Brown on draft night. They left that man with Ryan Tannehill, and it still found a way to have like a winning season out of it. Then they said, "Fuck it, we'll get rid of Tannehill and give you Will Levis. Now do something, dance." And fucking, he ends up getting fired. It's not his fault they got rid of all the talent. He's gonna come back and smoke these boys.
I forgot. All them boys came from Tennessee. That's crazy. Yeah. Paul said everything we needed to hear, y'all boys. Bravo, you better beat the fuck out of them. You know that's my dog. You know, somebody
Yeah,
was bringing up that time we met him and shit. So I was like, yo, go Vrabel, bro. And the fucking Patriots. I thought they were gonna win because the Patriots just been balling. I thought the Patriots been playing great
big
offense,
baller.
and they've been, yeah, and they haven't been. They just haven't been looking like hoes in the fourth quarter. I think that's the biggest difference between this year and last year. But Vrabel gonna come and say, "Suck my fucking balls, bro."
They might exhaust all the mana in this game.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. And the Titans already suck.
And then we got the Jets who are looking for their first win. They're 1.5 point dogs at home with the Carolina Panthers, who are the red hot team with Rico Dowdle going for like 500 yards in 2 games or something crazy like that. Cocker will be returning after he had a crazy end to last year as a receiver. Finally back healthy. So him and Tetra McMillan, Bryce Young gets himself another weapon here. As ugly as it sounds, I low key like the Jets. Everyone's shitting on Justin Fields and them boys. They're not the best of teams, but boy, everyone's just hyping the fucking Bryce Young up like crazy. And I just don't. Maybe
I
because he
think you're
beat
just in,
us,
I
but
think you're just in too
I
many
still
chats
believe.
with Marcus. I think you're just in too many chats with Marcus.
But I'm also in chats with Keyshawn. That's the thing. I be hearing
Uh,
about Z5 and Justin Fields this and all that. But I just think this is when you buy something when it's at an all time low, which this is where I think the Jets are, and you sell when something's at an all time high, which I think the Panthers are. I still think these are still the same type of teams, same caliber of teams, but the amount of people I hear that are like so confident Panthers are going to beat this Jets team, and they're like delusional, almost thinking that the Panthers are like a top tier team, but could be completely wrong. I've seen the Panthers 30-0 to y'all, and I think y'all are a great team. So I could be completely wrong here.
Thank you. Oh, that feels. I appreciate that. But damn, why did
I'm
you say
trusting
that?
Justin Fields. No Garrett
'Cause-
Wilson too, which makes it even scarier. But I'm trusting in Garrett. I'm trusting in Bryce Young. So
No,
I'm
I think the
trusting Justin
Panthers.
Fields here.
I think that for some reason the Panthers defense they let a lot of people score points, but they have really good they have a really good fuck they have really good players. Let me check their rankings. They don't got the rankings on here. Crazy.
I know the
Crazy.
I know the Jets. The Panthers are low key like the one of the worst teams against the tight end, and Justin Fields likes to feed his tight end Mason Taylor and them boys. So that's one of the things. I just think that's gonna be a spot where the Jets will exploit them.
Yeah. Let's see. The Panthers last 5 games. Beat Dallas, beat the Dolphins, lost to the Patriots, got smoked by the Patriots, beat the Falcons. Jets lost to everybody. And they just played the most boring game I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I got the Panthers, I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine. We can be split there. That's 2 games we split on. We gotta find a couple. Then we got the Bears 3-2, where they're 4.5 home favorites with the Saints coming into town. If the Saints are at home here, you can probably talk me into a Saints game where they somehow sneak away to win. But I just think the on the road, the Bears have shown that they are a solid team. The only thing that might be kind of scary is Alvin Kamara against this kind of piss poor run defense they have. But Caleb Williams is protecting the ball, playing smart football, and they're on a nice little 3 game win streak. They kind of been looking good. I gotta go with the Bears.
The Bears. Um, damn, niggas have been low key putting a lot of respect on the Bears. They saying Ben Johnson got him cooking. Caleb Williams, 200 yards, 1 touchdown pass. That's not bad. So I'm also going to take the Bears because they did play a hard fought game last week, even though they needed them niggas to really fuck up. But once they fucked up, it was worth it. It made all the difference.
And let's not forget, Rattler was like 0-10 at the starter at one point. So it's not like they're getting the W's coming in bunches. Then we got the Vikings. 2.5 point dogs at home with the Eagles playing here. It's looking like more and more that Carson Wentz will be the starter here. So we do have the opportunity for a Carson Wentz revenge game at home with the Eagles coming into town. That's just on the
against
table.
against the Birdies who lost their last two to really bad teams.
Could they lose three in a row? Could they do it?
And the matchup predicted niggas screaming fucking Viking. Vikings. Damn, bro, I hate with all these talking that shit. I'm trying to see the fucking.
Oh,
Oh man. So Carson Wentz is supposed to come in here with this offense that's low key been high powered. And they're coming off a bye, right?
yep.
That's an Eagles team that's lost their last two. Offense has the passing offense has looked atrocious against a Brian Flores coach defense.
They just let the Giants take him out to the woodshed.
And the Vikings are a home dog.
They're also coming off a bye. Oh, never mind. They're coming off Thursday night football, so they had a long rest though.
Uh Everything in my head is telling me take the Eagles. Go Eagles. Blah. But I'm gonna take them.
Carson Wentz revenge game on the table.
Nah, not I think that Carson Wentz revenge game shit is lame. I think that nigga's probably done that and got smoked. But
He did get spooked.
but I'm thinking Vikings. I'm gonna hear your take, and then
I'm. It's
I'm
not like
thinking Vikings.
I was kind of in the same boat where like it's a weird feeling that like the Eagles look maybe like it's too easy of a pick, and then that's whenever like when it gets like too simple, that's whenever I get like bamboozled the most. Like the Bengals
Every
versus
time.
Steelers. Why is this? Let's add that to every parlay. Like
And we
what?
knew Joe Flacco was coming. He had been
Yeah.
there for 10 days.
So I was like, that's one of these games. Maybe the universe knows a little bit more, but like 2.5 Philly kind of looks like a great spread. It looks like I should be hammering it. I'm gonna take it, but I'm a little shaky whenever like I'm not gonna be shocked if the Eagles lose three in a row just because it's similar to when the Lions were underdogs against the Chiefs last week. We're like, this makes no sense really. I'm gonna still do it, and then the Chiefs fucking obliterated them 34-17. I'm
Uh,
locking in the Eagles, but boy
yeah,
oh
this
boy,
is
if Carson Wentz goes
we
for 350, I'm gonna be fucking ecstatic.
we stopped saying trap games because I feel like we kept getting trapped by normal games. That shouldn't have been trap games. But
Just he also said
uh,
people are saying 50, it was like 50 something, 52% Viking picks. I wouldn't have thought that was the case, but apparently that's what the people are thinking.
and you always want to go against the people because the people are the ones that lose money the most. What's the Vikings
This is
defense
whenever
rate?
we like call like phone in Kyle, like, yo, who are you locking in? And he's probably gonna be like, forget Eagles, easy money. And then that's when we know, yeah, lock in the Vikings.
Bruh, the Vikings are only allowing 19.4 yards. Where'd they go? They was just like they're only allowing 289 yards a game and only 10 touchdowns. I'm gonna take Vikings.
Locking in Brian Flores' defense here.
Home dog. Vikings currently have the third best passing defense in the NFL.
That's why
But
everyone
that was
and
September
we don't gotta
24th.
worry about the Jalen Hurts throwing the ball. We running that bitch.
You better.
Then we got what arguably is the best. I mean, this is one of the better matchups, but another great matchup. Chargers 2.5 point favorites with the Colts coming into town here. It's
Whoa.
two of my favorite teams, honestly, Chargers and Colts.
What the fuck? Oh, why are they dogging? Why are the Colts dogs?
Where people love the Chargers. You said at
Yeah,
one point last year, I'm never picking against the Chargers. You said every week, Paul, the Chargers are on the slate. I'm picking the Chargers.
Hey, and that shit worked out great too.
As I said, like that's not brand new. Chargers are banged up. They're still down left and right tackle. Marion Hampton, stud running back, still hurt. I mean, Vidal came in and put up like a 170 scrimmage yards last week, so it's not like they did bad without him. Quinton Johnson should be back this game at wide receiver for them boys. Vibes are always high with a hardball team, and I just think some people aren't fully convinced. Like 6 weeks into it, but people still aren't fully convinced the Colts are legit. Probably because they just fought for their life against Jacoby Brissett. But I gotta hear who you're taking in this one because these are two of like our teams here that we've been rooting for in the back ends of things.
I mean, the Colts are some cool dudes, bro. Jonathan Taylor been working, doing what he needs to do. Motherfucking Daniel Jones has been looking like a dog, and he's been able to get every receiver and the backs involved. But I think I'm gonna take the Chargers at home, even though it's gonna be an away game. Bless you. Bless you. I think I'm gonna have to take the bless you. I think I'm gonna have to take Harbaugh and the Chargers just because Jacoby Brissett seemed like he had it figured out. If he can throw on this defense, if he can throw on this defense, I think Justin Herbert can get off a little bit. And I need him for fantasy this week.
Some people are pointing out that the Colts have beaten the Dolphins, the Titans, the Raiders, and the Cardinals with Brissett. And in Denver Broncos. This is maybe not the greatest competition to kind of hang your hat on, but hey, 5-1 in the National Football League's 5-1.
Bro, imagine the Ravens looking at that schedule.
They probably would lose. They wouldn't win shit either. Fuck them.
No, but no, but just them just looking at them having to play hard team after hard team, and there's niggas playing schedules like this.
The funny thing is, the Chargers low key have beat the Dolphins, the Broncos, the Raiders. The only difference they also I think got the Chiefs on the board. But
But
I'm locking in the Colts here because I just think people are just genuinely disrespecting Daniel Jones just because he looks a little stupid and he
I'm
probably
trying to say,
had some bad track record in New York. This is Indiana Jones. All right. What
yeah.
also nickname in the NFL? I hands down to
When did they
Indiana
start
Jones.
calling? When did they start calling him that? Pat McAfee and him?
I believe so. But
Indiana Jones. I
Indiana,
like that.
Indianapolis, Indiana got Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones at quarterback. That's just so
Uh,
funny.
mind you, remember I was the one screaming Daniel Jones drafted.
And I was the
So
one when he got to the team. I was like, he's gonna be the starter. Fuck Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson damn near poked his eye out the other day. So prayers, piece of cheese, bro, boy.
so I'm going to take the Chargers. I think just because I think this pass, if they can just block a little bit,
They not.
Justin Herbert can make it happen. That just needs them to block a little bit. They can just
Zaire
block.
Franklin gonna fucking murder that boy.
And I do like the Colts defense to make Daniel Jones like keep him in check. I don't expect him to get like a bunch of interceptions or anything crazy. But I do like them to lock in with that boy, make him think like make him uncomfortable.
Danny
Give him some
Dime,
different looks.
Indiana,
Indiana Jones.
Indiana, Danny Dime Jones Vic
Bruh,
is gonna win MVP this year.
bruh, don't let that nigga get sick and then play while he's sick. I'm gonna call him Osmosis Jones.
Then we got the Broncos with the fucking Giants coming into town. Broncos 7.5 point favorites. Everyone's on the Giants team for whatever reason, but Las Vegas knows what's up. That's why the Broncos are 7.5 point favorites here. I like the Jackson Dart story. I like low key. Some people,
Scatterbo is cool.
yeah. Scotty low key one of my new favorite football players. I never knew this guy existed. Now he's top five right now in the league for me, just like that. But the Broncos defense is gonna make Jackson Dart look like what he is, which is a rookie quarterback that only has played 2 national football games. Broncos defense is leading the league on pace to break the record for fucking sacks this year. And the Giants O line is not notorious for blocking. So Good luck out there. I'm locking in the Broncos as for this week.
I mean, they had a great game last week. Shout out them. Winning
Ugly
in the national football.
game.
Winning in the National Football League is always a beautiful thing, but that's the game where they drop the Gatorade. I think coming into this game, like the last game, they had the shirts off. They're doing what they got to do and all that. Now this is the game where Sean Payton comes in and shows you what calculated looks like. And I'm expecting this defense to lock in, go crazy from the secondary standpoint as well. Pat Surtain leading the boys. I got Broncos.
Yeah, we haven't heard best corner in the league. I haven't heard. Isn't he coming off Defensive Player of the Year?
Yes, sir.
Then we got 425 game Cardinals, 7.5 point dogs here with the Packers coming into town. Cardinals are right now on a 4 game losing streak.
Make it five.
Yeah, it might be 5 after this one. I'm trying to see is yeah, I'm pretty sure Kyler's back for this game.
Yeah, I'll say they
He's
played good last week.
questionable, but I'm not sure if he's playing. But I'm pretty sure he's playing this game.
Yeah, I'll say the Cardinals played good last week, and they had. But we remind you, we don't reward almost wins. Like remember that, Paul? Like we learned that a long time ago. Almost wins don't means.
There, but the Cardinals do have a laundry. That's where I knew there was some injuries. I was Marvin Harrison Jr. is on concussion protocol. He might not be able to suit up. Zay Jones might not be able to suit up. They might be having this. Like Michael Wilson might be wide receiver one for this game.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
So
So
Jacoby and then Kyler might not play. That was the other thing. So it was just like, and then that was the thing. It's like if all those people are hurt, is Kyler gonna play this game? Like that's how it was phrased. I was like, damn, that's a good point. Would I come back and my wide receiver one is Michael Wilson? Probably not. I'll probably be sitting this one out.
nah. You heard what Jonathan Gannon said?
What did he say? He's
They
coaching.
asked him about coaching without emotion, and then he said, "Bruh, I learned it when our quarterback went to jail."
Oh, Michael Vick. Yeah, he was on the Falcons
Yeah,
squad.
yeah, I didn't know that. That was funny. I was like, oh, okay, Jonathan Gannon, Falcons coach. I'm gonna use that in an argument later in life. But
Yeah, I took the long way of saying I'm locking in the Packers.
facts. The Packers, they already had their fuck up game when they lost to the Browns. Like that's the one where like, oh, we should have won that. It's probably gonna mean something later when it comes to playoff time. But right now, lock in and beat the rest of the teams you're supposed to beat.
And we have divisional game. Cowboys are 1.5 point favorites here. There's a lot of line movement. Commanders were 2.5 point favorites when this opened up. So the line has moved 3 whole points towards that means everyone's hammering the Cowboys.
After
They
a loss,
yeah, they believe in the Cowboys, but the commies here coming in, they were favorites. Now they're dogs on the road. I don't know how I feel because Cowboys are playing good football. And oh, that's why I moved a lot. Also, CD Lamb's back. This will be CD's return game.
uh, I
All hands
mean,
on deck.
so my thing is, I'm not hating. Well, you go first. I'm gonna let you go first.
It's just can the defense get a stop? Jaden Daniels hasn't looked like a like this offense hasn't looked prolific by any means, but like it, this defense, similar to the Dolphins defense, is just every team has looked good against it. So this is where this game could be. This game's gonna probably be like 31-34 at the final score. Like who gets the ball last? Does one of the defenses get like a huge sack or a fumble or an interception? That's who wins this game. I, I'm gonna take the Cowboys in some high scoring shootout. Dak Prescott probably has another four touchdown game. But Javonte Williams is like the number 2 running back in the league. Fucking George Pickens is there, and CeeDee Lamb's been snapping. So it's kind of hard to not want to take them at home, but their defense can sell them. Who are you probably locking into this divisional game?
I mean, CeeDee Lamb coming back is cool, but like I feel like George Pickens has been going stupid. So like It's just I think it's gonna be the offense is just gonna like kind of just play well, like still, and just kind of like split that share. But I don't think it's gonna be like a crazy like a well, here's an extra 150 yards off of what we was already doing.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
think it I think I put it more on the Commanders defense to get the stops because last week they wasn't getting Caleb Williams like they needed to. So I think the Commanders are coming off of that L and they literally was winning should have could have won that game if they don't fumble so close to the end zone type shit. But I'm taking the commies as dogs on the road, coming to Jerry World and give the because both these teams are coming off of L, so somebody gotta fucking win.
Shit, we've already seen a tie this season. But our Sunday night football game, Kev, is y'all got the 49ers at home. They're 1.5 point favorites. Falcons are 1.5 point dogs on the road. Ever since you said you figured it out, them boys have been winning. And people are saying this is like RB1, RB2 in terms of dual threat, who can do it all type guys in the league, and Bijan versus CMC. Brock Purdy, I believe, will be back for this game as well. But even if it isn't him, we know Mac Jones can hold it down for another game. There's another week healthier. I'm logging in the Falcons because I think I picked against you last. I know I picked against y'all last week. I looked y'all took care of business on primetime game last week against a way more better offense, and y'all coming in as a dog again. Kind of crazy. So I gotta lock y'all in whenever I can still find y'all as a dog.
Nah, no cap. I mean, us as a dog is such a nice look. And on the road, prime time, Michael Penix looked good already, kid. So like
Looking great.
uh, I just want to see us kind of go in there and just like not come in too gassed up because everybody's talking about how we're like the number one pass defense and we're the number one offense and they're like random off like that's cool and everything like that. But let's keep winning games right now. And we're winning games against good teams and we looked good in prime time last week. I want our offense to just come with that same energy, defense be electric, be lit. So yeah, I got us, of course. But boy, if we come win back to back primetime games, well, Falcons Brewers on ice, baby.
I didn't even realize y'all were back to back Sunday night football, so that's kind of fun.
Nah, it was Monday night,
Oh, that would okay.
and I think we played the Bucks on Thursday night.
And y'all got motion like that.
I think they were just trying to hurry up, but like we're playing good games.
Then yeah, we got the Lions, 5.5 point favorites here against the Buccaneers. We're gonna have damn near me and you out there, Kev, playing wide receiver. No Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, no Mbuka. It's gonna be Tez Johnson, Cameron Johnson, and then like tight end Kate Otten. So they really got Joe Blow out there, wide receiver. But we'll see Baker. Baker did it last week against the 49ers defense. Can he do it again? And Vegas says
But
no. They got the Lions as a damn near 6 point favorite here.
first off, I hate these fucking doubleheader Mondays. Why? Why do I have to? Why do I have to watch? Why do I have to? You feel me? It's Monday night. I'm off from work. Want to put my feet up, put one in the air, and watch
Well,
one
this one
game.
is at least
And
at
if I
least they're one. This one isn't at the same time like they've been doing. One's at 7 and then one's at 10. 10's
okay,
crazy late,
well
but
that's it. That yeah. I mean, it's not crazy late if you fucking live in Seattle type shit, but fuck 'em. But I got the fucking Lions. I picked the Bucks last week, so why would I want to pick the Bucks 2 weeks in a row? Lions coming off of L to the Chiefs. They got to show that they're not frauds. They got to show that they're superpowers in the NFC. So this game matters a lot. And they've been dealing with a lot of deep. Their Lions have a lot of injuries on defense too. So I think it really goes either or.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm locking in. I know the Bucks are 5-1. Everyone's on them, but like the Lions, they were one of the few teams where like you lose one, I'm not betting on you to lose two in a row. Dan Campbell's gonna have them boys turned up. Jameer Gibbs had one of his worst performances. He's not gonna have another dud performance. And the corners, other than Anton Winfield, their secondary is not gonna be able to contain Jameson Williams and Amon St. Brown and Sam Laporta. I expect a big offense. They're gonna have like a 40-point game. They were a historic offense the first 5, 6 weeks, so I expect them to get back on pace against this Bucks team.
I need them to fuck this team up and then give us some good film to watch on the boys on a short week. But that's if we play Thursday. I'm not. I got to check again. No, I
And
think we play y'all next week.
yeah, we
We
do.
play the Bucks after that.
And then our the late night, 10 o'clock Monday night game here. Seahawks 3.5 point favorites at home with the Houston Texans coming in. And this is one of those games where Seahawks are red hot. Probably they're playing great ball. Don't get me wrong, but there's a weird feeling in my gut that like the Texans defense is gonna come in and like fuck Sam Darnold up.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's about to happen. I just think
Like I'm not picking
uh,
CJ Stroud by any means when I say the Texans probably going to win this game because I still don't think that CJ Stroud's a good quarterback, at least what he's shown in the year and a half this last so. But Sam
yeah, that's
Darnold,
crazy.
that D line against that O line, Sam Darnold is going to be. He's known for his seeing ghost take. So I just think it's going to be one of them primetime games where he looks terrible out there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Seahawks, if they were playing on the road, I would definitely take them boys. I'm gonna take them because the Texans, they got wins against the Ravens 44-10. And then the Titans 26-0. That's cool. But they haven't after that when they played real comp, they got fucked up.
But look at the
So
scores. They've lost, but look how many points those teams are putting up in wins.
oh yeah, Texas defense is coming. But I'm taking the Seahawks. I picked them against the Jaguars. Niggas looked at me like I was crazy. So I'm taking them again this week. Because low key, if they beat the Bucks, they'd be on a 5 game win streak.
Yeah, and they probably should have won that game if it wasn't a tipped interception at the last second.
Type shit.
All right, well, we made all the picks. We got to get the fuck up out of here. We appreciate everybody for watching along. Again, like, comment. I'm Paul Pickle Winham, Kev, Waterboy Savoy. We done broke down NFL Week 7.